Now then, how are we? Frustrated Farmer here. We're live. The link to the online shop is down there or up there. I don't know. Hope you're all well. I've just had some bread and dripping. I've got a massive joint. Perks of being a butcher, this. Massive joint of rolled sirloin in the oven. So yeah. I've just had dripping out at the bottom of it. Just mopped a bit of dripping out at the bottom of the tray. Not good for your arteries whatsoever. But by God, it tastes nice. And if you want some rolled sirloin, get online at frustratefarmer.co.uk. Only British meat we sell. I haven't been live for a day or two. Hope you're all well. It's dropping cold now, isn't it, eh? I'll tell you something. Dry as a bone. Yeah. I've been warm all day. Yeah. Pasture tech. Yeah, can we get them in comments? Go and get your bush buck clothing. So, what have we done? Not much today. I didn't get my gutters fixed. I did go and buy a new pair of ladders. Because mine went missing when I used to work on rendering. Some fuckers half-inched them, so I just been and bought myself a new set of 3-stage ladders. And bought some more fittings. So yeah. What's comments saying? Now then, Sean, how are you? Dripping like a dead dog's eye. Oh, right. Good evening, Gavin. Daft, how are you? Lee John, good evening. Good evening, David Sheldon, how are you? Evening, shiny head from... Not wrong, my shiny head. Hey up, Jenny, how are you? I bet you'll be purchasing some of that gear, won't you, for your dogging experiences? Yeah, she could write a bloody book, she could, on her dogging experiences. Couldn't you, do? Jenny the dogger. Frankie, how are you? You alright? Nigel, how are we doing? Roberto Longo. Cheers, Part, looking well. Thanks very much. No, I need to lose a bit of weight. I need to lose a bit of this. Yeah. I do. We've had a few orders in today. We could do with a few more. Bagel tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, I need some more beast. Yeah, we're using a lot of beef at the minute. Wendy, how are you, do? Alright. Sean, look at Jenny laughing. I hope she's. Alright, how are you? We're all at Fentir, aren't we? We are. I am looking forward to seeing what it looks like with this new loader on it. I am, yeah. Lee Haywood, how are you, pal? Hope you're well. Thank you very much for your continuous support with your custom. Okay, been a few hours. What freebies have you had now? I haven't had any freebies. Shippers, how are you, Trig? Alright, cock? Yeah, I'm alright. I hope Vincent, you're alright. Mickey, yeah, I'm alright, yeah. Great meet this week. Thanks very much, Glenn. Brian Digger, Lupton, how we doing? Is everybody alright? Yeah. You good? I'm alright, yeah. Yeah, we're alright. We've not done much today, to be fair. We've potted a bit and I've been looking at my grass seeds. That's chittered, so that's great. Dropped my fucking tea on the bastard floor. Oh dear. Looks like a takeaway then, Gareth, doesn't it? Fuck that. Sweep it up. Pull glass out or pottery out. You'll know if you've got a bit of crunch. How are you, Sam Cross? Alright, do? Jane, good evening, Rob. Love watching you from Ollerton. How are you, Jane? Alright, love. Scotland 3. Steve Harris. Alright. Coming to your shop tomorrow. I'll be in until around about 10:30. Doing well. Oh, fuck the 80s. Oh yeah, we're not bothered about them. Doing well. I suppose they're doing alright, yeah, but I've only just started. This is the thing. This is what excites me. It's like, what is this? What is this going to become? Because I have only just started. Takeaway on the car, just getting off a 4-hour ferry journey. Fucking hell. Mutton mince is amazing. Yeah, we do lamb mince, yeah. We don't do mutton. We don't fuck about with mutton. Right, there's a reason. Now, good evening, John Holmes. From Poland. Oh, is it in Poland, right? But there's no terrorist attacks out there, is there? That fence fucking amazing. And how are you doing? Good evening, Martin, Roy. Keep the videos coming really interesting. Glad you like them. Them steak pies are out of this world. The proper pies, aren't they? Pie yesterday was lovely. The pub was a bit sketchy. Which one did you go in, Dave? Did you go in fine? Hey? When will Charlotte do the window walk? I don't know. I mentioned it to you yesterday. Couple of beers watching the football. Hey, who's playing? Pompey. Is it Pompey playing? What time you open? I want a beef joint and finest steaks. I'll be open at 8 o'clock. Shop opens at 8, shuts at 5 in week. I close my eyes and the sound like... Good evening, Graham. Evening, Rob. Thought you were going out dogging tonight. Vaping in me cabin. Sticking to the man. Vaping, I'm sure that's not allowed. Vaping in cabin, Trig. There's nothing in Poland. They have zero tolerance. I know exactly. They're fantastic, aren't they? Jessica, hello. Paul, all right. Has they done me winter spec pork pies? I don't know what you're on about. Good evening, Robert from Ollerton. I used to live in Ollerton. My sister still lives in Siddle, Lupton. They might not want identifying that they live in Ollerton. Man City. Oh, is it? You're a big football fan though, Trig, aren't you? Like, it's... I'm not, you see. You'll watch any football, you may, won't you? Do you tie cod fat around your beef? No. Sometimes Chris does. I don't, never have. I'm not that bothered about it. What I think's better, you just slap the bloody thing, bosh, wallop it on top, job's a good one. Felix Doe, Paul, hope you're well. Dennis Peacock, hello. Warren, how are you doing, Warren? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Chops them, I'll do what I want. Fair one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Keep the videos going, very interesting. Oh, thanks. I need to get some more. We're very busy. We're very busy in shop, and I've not had much time to do any videos in shop, to be fair. Only counter videos and letting you know what's going off, sort of thing. And I've done 2 videos today, just a bit of a recap. I like to try and do that on a Sunday, really, remind myself of what we've been doing this week. But the online shop's been absolutely phenomenal this month. I think it's pretty much matched the shop. Pretty much, if not a little bit more, I think. How are you, chat? He is letting... Yeah. I'm alright. Cheers, Paul. Sarah Favel, hello. Dylan Jones, hello. Love watching. Love your new clubber. Well, says fab. Cheers, Karen. Thanks very much. Mike Dubby. My mum reckons you should be on Guess Who Ball with it. Mike, you can tell your mum to piss off. Hi, Paul, hope you're well. Rob, what is the blue thing you've got? Well, you'll have to wait and see, mate. I think it gets dropped on Wednesday. But, I don't know. But it'll be dark by the time I get to farm, that's the thing, isn't it? I'll have to get lights on fence. Lighting the job up. Come on, what's the next big purchase going to be? Next big purchase is the shed. The next big purchase is the shed, which I'm hoping for around about February time, to be honest. January, February, I think we should be able to get that done. 3 to 5 year old grass-fed Welsh Weathers equals amazing mutton mince. I'm not into mutton. I'm not, but I think it's glammed up to get rid of old knacker sheep. I'm not fucking into it. I want lambs, not lambs mams now. Oh, wait, have you bought the new trailer from Wardman's? No, I haven't, actually. No, it's not from Wardman's. I'll just get it away there, haven't I? Fucking hell, you fucking bastard. I'm going to have to delete this now. Oh, you fucking just done me. Oh, fuck. Well, there it is. Cat's out of the bag, innit? It's a trailer. But what type of trailer? Keep making the videos there, but have you made up with... I never fell out with Nesmere Butcher lads. They sound, they're alright. I spoke to Luke on phone a few times. Yeah, they're alright. Yeah, the sound. They asked if they could meet up with me down at Bakewell next time they were down. Got a lamb leg today, spot on. Got crown at freezer. Are you going to call? Yeah. I'm off to Benidorm. Good evening. How are you? Taylor Shane, alright, pattern. Go. I'm alright. Fuck, I can't keep up with comments. What's the best ingredients to put in pork sausage meat? I've got 4 pigs ready, end of November. Just rusk, seasoning, fucking done. That's it. You don't mess about. I'm genuinely interested. Why do you stitch your joints rather than tying? Some joints I'll stitch, some I won't. I'll stitch legs of pork. I pull a muscle in. So I'll go in with a stitch, go across, pull a muscle in. So as I'm tying the rest of the leg of pork, it doesn't squeeze a muscle out and look untidy. And it brings it all together. I'll leave the slipper on. Rolled sirloin, always stitch that. Just always have. And it looks tidier and neater. Brisket, you always stitch brisket. Always stitch brisket. There's different ways though. With the sirloin, you always start rolling from the rib end. If you start rolling from the other end, I always go centre first. Always, I drop one in centre, one either side, and then I'll sort of bump, and work my way in. But I'll always go off the rib end. Otherwise, it can bend like a banana, and that prevents it from bending like a banana, so it looks better. How sorry about either a grain trailer or a cattle trailer. Ooh, who knows? My cattle trailer is very old. Jumping off our kid, keep fighting the good fight. Trig, nice to hear from you, mate. Hope you have a cracking evening, mate. What will be the last date in November to order? Not 100% sure yet. It'll be 3 weeks. How's Tricky Boots? Great, mate. Thanks very much. So yeah, so the next big purchase is the shed, new shed. I think the shed's going to cost, to get it up to a standard up, roof on, concrete panels in, water connected up, gates on, around about 50,000-60,000, and then concrete on top of that. We're probably looking around about 80,000 to 90,000 for the new shed in total. I'll not do it all in one hit. I can't afford to. I've thought of going on Naked Attraction. I fucking have not. I've found that very weird, that programme, don't you? I mean, how much for a whole lamb? And do you post to Kent? Yes, of course we do, Cameron. If you go on frustratedfarmer.co.uk, there's a link below or above. Don't know where it is. I don't know how much they are. They're 200 and something quid. 210 quid, I think they are at the minute. They're down a little bit, but they might have to go back up tomorrow. They might be up. In fact, they are up. Oh, God. He told me on Saturday, so I best put them up. I'll put them up tonight. My granddad said, never buy me. That is tied. They always tied shite in it. That's bollocks, mate. I'm sorry to say, but your granddad's talking bollocks. There's a reason we tie, like your shoulders of lamb, you tie them up. You don't add anything to it. It's to keep everything together. And it presents better. It really does. So when you bone a leg of pork out and roll it up, you're better off stitching it. It'll stay together better. No, well, we don't add anything to it. Your supermarkets might, but we don't. How is your reseed looking? 13. We did some on the 13th, and it's looking well. Just no frost in November. Yeah, Rob, I agree, mate. Mine's just coming up, just about 10-15 mil. I've seen first time I've seen it today for a week, so it's tricky. I bet it is, John Joe. Challenging one, is it? I think an order's just come through. Let's have a look. Close, open, try, and back over. Precast concrete for panels. Yeah, well, we're going to use concrete panels. There'll be concrete panels all round. I'm having a workshop type thing with a bay for grain. The pork loin we had for dinner was delicious. Evening dog, how are you, Derek? Lambs are up, store lamb prices are crazy. Yeah, Rod, I don't get it. I don't get the old store lamb prices, to be honest. They're fucking crazy, but then finished lambs aren't much more, so I don't know. I never fucking... Sometimes I just can't get me around the job. But I'm looking for... Oh, God. The shed I'm going to put... The shed I'm buying, right, is going to be 60 foot by 40 foot. But what I'm going to do is, because it's going to be an extension onto a shed here, instead of putting... I'm saving some money, effectively. I'm going to get a 90 foot shed. So instead of putting the shed butt up to it there, I'm going to offset it by 30 foot. And then just buy some purlins, some extra steel and some extra roof and save myself some legs. So then my 60 foot shed starts here, but I've gained 30 foot base, see, by not having to buy another pair of legs, because I'm going to tag it in to this existing gable. Abergavenny. How are you, Burgess Russell? Fent. We like Fent. Deaton Weeks. Sarah Hepburn. Hi there, Rob. Hope you're okay. I'm alright, thanks, Sarah Hepburn. How are you? General question. I love Frustrated Farmer, by the way. I only wish it was south. Why is it so expensive? Why is beef so expensive? Supply and demand, mate. Supply and demand. Beef should have been, to be honest, in all honesty, beef should have been this price for many, many years. But what's happened is, what's happened is over the years, they've lowered and lowered and lowered the national herd and replaced grazing land with solar panels. So there's not enough. It could be a bigger herd, but they're reducing it and reducing it. They want to reduce it by 40% by 2030, and then again by 50% by 2050 or something like that. I don't know, because they believe cow farts are a problem, and they'll want to reduce the dairy herd as well. But subsidies stopped, you see. So everyone who used to slag farmers off saying, oh, they'll get these fucking free money off of government subsidies and all this. We got subsidies to make sure we carried on producing food at the same level, so the end consumer, i.e. you, got it at a fair price in the shops, supermarkets, whatever, right? We stopped getting subsidies, so now farmers want a fair wage. They put SFI schemes in, this scheme in, that scheme in, the other scheme in, to try and replace the subsidies, but they just didn't. They didn't work. People didn't want to have... So, I don't know, you're going to give me 40 grand this year for planting a load of white clover or fucking whatever it's called, or all this other stuff, right? And I've got to keep that in them fields for that amount of time. Right, okay. But I don't know. I'm not fucking big on it, but let's say it doesn't grow as well as what normal grass would. Also, there's not enough food to feed the cattle. So what you're going to do, you've got to fucking get rid of a load of cattle because you're tied into a scheme for, you know, a load of fucking ground that's offset for fucking birds. Like, and all these schemes got put in place to replace the subsidies, which is all about promoting wildlife. When they're not producing food anymore. They're paying us not to produce food. And so that's pushed the price of beef up. That's what I think, anyway. In a roundabout way. Is that Chair Squeak? Is it your arse? It's the Chair. Stuart, how are you? Good evening. Just got home from another grafting shift. You seen that video? What? Seen what video? Kid falling through the door of fence. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, go and share it. And fucking tagged me in it, the prick. He was live on top of bloody mountain this morning. I was watching him for about 10 minutes. Now then, Paulo, you're like, yeah, we're all right, Jackie. Thanks very much. ASA deal. Good evening. Glenn Bestwick. What's Glenn saying here? You finishing early now. It's going dark. We tend to do, yeah. There's not much you can fucking do in dark, is there? See what I mean? Nipper. Do you have to get planning permission on the farm to build a shed? Yes, we have got planning permission in for an extension on the shed. So it must be an extension. Farmers are getting fisted. Yeah, they always have done. They always have done, Andy. Has Dwayne been in touch for the merch yet, pal? No. But I'll be honest, I'm not really bothered. I've had quite a few people get in touch with me for merch, but fucking too expensive or it's shit. That's just it. I'm not fucking... I'd rather not sell anything that'd be shit or inconsistent or... Oh, I do mugs, but I don't do hats. Or I don't do baseball hats, but I do these ones. And then, fucking, why can't you just do everything? I don't want somebody that's running it out of a kitchen. Do you know what I mean? Or a cold conservatory from the 90s. Yeah. Now then, Chris Evans, how are you? How are you, Phil? It'd be worth doing a video explaining exactly what you have. For more understand food, SFIs, too sick prices. People don't understand the process. Somewhere it comes from where we are told. Tom, I'll be honest, mate. We have not signed in for any schemes. So we looked at as we were reseeding grass. We were like, do we sign up for this? But then we've got to put the lay in for 5 years or whatever. So we're tied into 5 years. Will it produce as good as another type of grass? Why do they? It's a very good question. Why do they pay us not to grow food? It's not intentionally written out to say you will not grow any food. We'll pay you to do this instead. They believe that they're doing the countryside a lot of good by getting us to plant different things for birds and wildlife and things like that. Not taking into account, and that's their way of, they're doing something great for the carbon fucking capture. All this fucking net zero is driving everything up. Net zero on the whole, as a little basket thing, it's driving everything up. It's driving fuel prices up. Okay, so when we're not drilling, when we're not fracking, when we're not whatever, right? And oh yeah, we're getting so much from renewables. Bollocks, absolute bollocks. We need to produce more natural gas, more coal. Open the coal mines up. I honestly would. I'd fucking get them open. Get them opened up. We are sat on an absolute fucking bed of coal. Right, let's use it. Let's use it. Surely we can create a filter these days that, we've sent some prick to the moon numerous times. We've invented all these fucking marvellous things. Why can't we invent a filter big enough and good enough for a coal power plant? Why not? But we can build huge fucking skyscrapers. We can build huge aircraft carriers. We can give so much in foreign aid to other countries. We can send £520 million to a very small country in South America to build a 75-mile stretch of road through the Amazon rainforest. But that's true, Miliband signed that fucker off. I've just heard it today. They're chucking up houses left. Again, everyone's selling out for housing and things like that because there's that many people coming over. That's why rents are going up, because there's such a demand, supply and demand. When they say, oh, it's not about the migrants, or it's not about the boat people. I think I found that is, if we need to house people, a lot more people, we've always been short of housing in Great Britain. The more people we import, the poorer you're going to get, because they're not working, they're not paying tax. I'll go back. 95% of them won't be working or paying tax because they're waiting for their asylum to come through. When they've just been in France. I'm not going to get too deep in that because I'll get fucking wound up. Country's on its arse, yeah. I do not believe in climate change as it's written. The Earth is 4.6 billion years old, and it goes through. I believe that the Earth goes in cycles. They used to grow fucking. This is archaeological facts. They used to grow fucking wine on Hadrian's Wall. It used to be that hot in the Roman times. Fuck me, it's cooled a bit since then, hasn't it? They're not fucking growing vines up there now, are they? Cooled a bit, hasn't it? We've only kept records for 180 years. So what makes you think that knowing of 180 years worth of data on something that's 4.6 billion years old is sufficient enough to make big decisions that are making people a hell of a lot poorer? It is a self-healing earth. You do Barlow tractor parade in your fence. I'm not signed up to any bloody tractor parade. I wouldn't mind doing one, to be fair. Goes around, comes around. I just find like there's not enough evidence to suggest that that's the truth. And you're not going to keep people poor. You're not going to stop the Chinese from fucking building coal power plants. You're not going to stop Venezuela from fucking giving it all out the ground. You're not going to stop other people. But as we are sort of the fifth richest in the world, how, I don't know, especially with this government in charge, it's like we're getting fucking penalised. Everyone is poorer. My electric bill, and I've only got a little shop, right? My electric bill last month was £830. £830, and then people are coming in, and then I've got my rent on top of that, right? Do you know what I mean? And people go, oh, fucking hell, mince is a bit dear, isn't it? Fucking hell. Then the price of beef have gone up. A bit expensive in here, mate. They don't actually say that, but we are more expensive than other people. I dread to think what some of the big butcher shops are fucking paying. A lot of stored energy into the atmosphere. Maybe so. London has been going underwater for the past 80 years. China takes the piss. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, London's gonna fucking flood. Fucking shut up. It's not fucking changed, man. Yeah, if we just mind, right? So it's like that Drax power station. We're getting wood that they're chopping down in Canada to fuel a fucking power station in Drax power station, right? Yes, Rob Lloyd, they will. They'll be good then. But why don't we just fucking burn our own coal or our own oil or our own gas? Because it's costing how much diesel to get it over from Canada on a ship? The people that are making these fucking decisions, they're like making half a decision, then it gets passed to another department, make another half a decision. No one's talking to nobody. No one's actually realising what's going on. You know what I mean? They fucking... Man, they're fucking gone. Pay good money, get good mate. Exactly that, Andrew. Yeah, I remember when they used to say that when I was a kid. There's a hole in the ozone layer. Okay. Was there? Was there? That was bollocks. Absolute fucking bollocks. Yeah, fucking Samuel, yeah, the class is green energy, isn't it? Hey, idiot. Oh, fucking Scott, tell me about it. Fucking tell me about it. 830 quid for a month. Yeah. Then you got your wages on top. Then you got your rent on top. Then you got your waste on top. £120 a week. 4 bins I fill up every single week. 4 bins of waste. Every week. £120 a week. Most butchers, probably other butchers might fill 1 or 2 bins, but we're busy. We're busy. Jenny's alright. Yeah, I think she might have gone dogging, Alison. I'm not sure. As long as they're getting their salary and a fucking backhander off another government, that's all they bother about. I'm a London black taxi driver. There's one vehicle available now, plug-in hybrid. It's cheaper to run on petrol and charge than to charge the epoxy thing. There you go. There you go. Fucking that proves it pudding. Richard. London I didn't know I had any southern followers, so thanks for following, Richard. Thanks for following, mate. If I knew a good Sparky, I'm fucking struggling to find one. I know one that fucking charges me a lot of money for not doing a great deal of fuck all, but... Whew. Oh, haven't we just, Scott? Yeah, all shrunk during COVID. Fuck it. I've heard it fucking all. Folks, I'm going to go and put my Yorkshire puddings in to oven. Otherwise, I'm going to be... Well, it's 6:15 now. I want to be sat down having my bloody tea at 7. So, thanks very much for coming on. A little bit of a chit-chat. And, yeah, anyway, get online, frustratedfarmer.co.uk. We've got turkey butts on there. Or you can do the hamper or just buy the butts on their own. Stuff with bacon, all that bollocks. Get on the online shop, get it ordered, and I'll get it out to you next week. I'll see you.